We're at the first annual Tickfaw Redneck Regatta homemade boat race, and we hope this will be an annual event right here in South Livingston Parish, right here between Killian and Springfield, Louisiana. And of course, I think we're going to have about 25 boats this year, and we're looking for even more next year. This is a public boat launch that was installed probably about in 2005, I believe. And it has a pumping station for the larger boats who have toilets and things of that nature. And of course, you can load all of these big boats in and out. It's right on Highway 22, right by the big bridge that goes in from Springfield to Killian.
And how did this come about?
Well, it was imported from North Louisiana. You know, the best ideas are the ones you steal. And they've been having a race like this for several years now up on the Washita River near Monroe. And our sales representative, Leisha Gleber from Holden, was in that race last year and decided to come back and bring it back to Livingston Parish. So we're excited to have it here.
Okay. And how's the Livingston Parish News supported this project?
Well, the first thing we did was we went to the Livingston Parish Tourist Bureau and got their support, and Eric has been terrific to work with, and then we've gathered some other sponsors in it as well, but primarily we've put staff time and promotion into it in conjunction with the Livingston Parish Tourist Commission and Eric, their executive director.
And what are people going to experience here today?
Well, probably most of them will get very wet because their boats will not finish the race. That's certainly been the experience they've had in North Louisiana, so that's supposed to be part of the fun of it all.
We're here for the Redneck Regatta. There's two of us doing it. My grandpa built our boat, and it's completely pink.
Okay. Do you have a name for your boat?
We're LP at its finest.
Okay. And can you tell us what went into building the boat? What materials did you use?
Yeah, my grandpa handled all of that. We sent him with a credit card to Steins, but barrels and wood and a chandelier and a wreath, and that's about it, I think.
And tell us about the race, what all's involved.
I have no idea, except for it's a really long way for us to paddle. We only did it because everybody at work gave us a hard time that they didn't think we would succeed. So now we're here.
Okay, and explain your boat to me, like what does it look like?
It's pink with a chandelier and a wreath for our name and a canopy for shade.
So if people wanted to come, I know this is the first year, if people wanted to come next year, would you recommend that they come?
Absolutely, we're going to have a blast.
When we were making our boat, we had to get all of the material together, and then we just went into designing what we wanted and making it, because it was going to take a lot of effort, and a lot of effort went into it. You just have to get in your boat and just like go with the route and try to beat everyone.
And these are homemade boats, so I mean the object is to kind of stay afloat?
Yeah, you got to stay afloat, and it would be nice not to die out there. The Lady of Shalott is what we're naming it, and the theme's just kind of like redneckish. We just kind of threw stuff together to make it look pretty.
All right. And tell us about the pirate costume contest.
The pirate costume contest, we just got with my teacher that she wanted to do this, so she just got all of her stuff that she had from whenever, and we just kind of made costumes and did stuff so it would look neat, kind of. Ours started off good, and then we put stuff into it and it started leaking, so we thought it might sink. People should come out and see stuff and participate in this because it's just a fun experience for you to get together with your friends and do.
It's the first time here. It looks like it's going to be a big success. We got a real good turnout, and we also have the cook-off going on now. People come by and buy a meal at different tents. You buy the wristband, it all goes to, charity or whatever.
And I know this is the first year. Kind of tell us about the race and exactly what's going to happen.
Well, as far as I know right now, they're going to go right down the river, heading out towards the lake there about 150 yards and turn around and come back, and it's going to be man against man, beast against beast, I guess they're going to win. We don't know how we're going to bust it up right now, so Alicia's saying in a little while we're going to figure all that out, so hope it works out so we can do it again next year. Once the race is over, I believe they're going to have a Parish contest over here at Boopaloo's.
I'm here at the boat race in pirate costume. I'm excited. I found this out at a fair in our town, at our antique village, and they were doing a fair, and there was a space there. And we were sitting there, the pirate costume, and I'm like, I love pirates and stuff like that. The pirate costume, I'm like, I love your pirate costume. And she's like, yeah, you can come into the pirate costume contest. And I'm like, yep. We made this. My aunt made the corset and the dress for a couple Halloween costumes a while ago. We got the hat and the gun from my older sister. And I'm just excited. I can't wait. The homemade boats, I've seen that they got some really nice boats and some that look like they're gonna win. And I'm rooting for the bicycles.
And I hear homemade boats can sometimes sink. Are you looking forward to maybe seeing something like that?
Oh yeah, yeah, I can't wait.
Tell us about your costume, what all went into putting this together.
Well, a lot of it's, the clothing pieces were actually bought, but the leather and the hat and whatnot were all handmade by myself. The prop pieces I got various places like the Renaissance Festival, online, that sort of stuff. I'm expecting to enjoy good drinks and watch some people sink, have a good time. I don't know if anybody's going to make it to the buoy or not, but that's why we're here, for the excitement.
Lisa Gleaver with Livingston Parish News has been instrumental in getting this thing organized, and actually it's her idea. She saw it somewhere that she traveled to or heard about it, and she has been instrumental and worked extremely hard. We've supported that, and we're down here today to support her in her efforts, and obviously to come have a good time. It's a family event, homemade boats, man-powered. There's no telling what we're going to see, but I expect to see a lot of people begin to blow bubbles as they go down in the water from their homemade boats. So it should be a great event with a lot of fun, with just a huge event for families in Livingston Parish. We're right here beside Boobaloo's, a little bar restaurant type of thing, and you know, people come here. It's a public boat launch, and they fish and they just ski and they do all kind of things down here. And this time of the year, with a beautiful day like we have here, you're going to see all kinds of events down here today, as far as everybody just swimming, skiing, and boat riding, having a good time on the waterways in Livingston Parish. They do this every year. This event that we're having with the regatta is the first time for that. So that's just an added event on top of everything that's going on, and that typically goes on this time of the year here. So it's going to be a good day in Livingston Parish to be here.
We had a camp here, and our sons moved to the Gulf Coast, and we thought we probably should move there, so we sold it. But we still come up here whenever there's an activity. There's always so many things going on here in the river, and always fun. So we heard about this, saw it on Facebook, and decided we needed to come. We saw an event like this in Haines, Alaska on 4th of July in 2006. They called it the Mad Raft Race, and it was so much fun and so funny that we thought we needed to come see how this compares. There was a lot of boats that sank in Alaska. They had some really strange things, like a wheelbarrow with the styrofoam on it, went about 3 feet before it sank. So that's what makes it funny. The river's great. This is really a fun place. If my sons wouldn't have moved away, we would still have our place here, probably retire here.
It's really a fun thing to do, especially on Memorial Day weekend. You're out and around anyway, and the most fun, I think, are the people who are going to participate. We've had student groups, brought physics professors in to build the boats and that sort of thing. So it's really been a learning experience for a lot of them. We hope to make it grow in the years to come.
Tell us about, you participated in the race today. Tell us about it.
I did. I was looking forward to it because it was the first man-made built festival, the Redneck Regatta, and I wanted to participate, so I built a yellow submarine.
Okay. And how'd the race go for you?
Fantastic, until we made the lap and we started coming back and we submerged. So it's a true submarine, and we swam it back all the way back to the dock.
But it was fun all in all.
Absolutely, blast.
And you would suggest this for people next year?
Everyone. In fact, I know what I'm building next year. I'm going to build the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang floating car, and I'll be back.
You had a boat here today? Or your son had a boat here today?
My son had a boat here today, him and his brother and a friend. They took 50-gallon drums, I guess they call them. They've been working on it for about a week and a half, trying to figure out what to do, and they said, we're going to win this thing, and they've just been all excited about it. And poor things came in last place. But it was about the effort and the time that they put in it, and they had as long as they enjoyed themselves is all that matters.
Yeah. And this is a family-friendly, fun event. Would you suggest it for others next year?
Oh, definitely. Whenever I showed up and seen all the people, I was like, this is awesome. I said, I think it's just going to grow and grow every year. I definitely do.
Tell us about the area and the river and everything. What's fun about being here?
I grew up around here, and the river is it's peaceful. You've got family things to do, but then of course you've got the partying side of it that a lot of people like about it. But in general, you can bring your family out here. They've got places for them to go, along with if you want to just go and do the adult thing. But I think the river is just an awesome place to just come out and have fun and enjoy yourself.
What do you think about the pirate costume contest?
Well, actually, a friend of mine for the Tickfaw 200 had actually dressed up like a pirate for that. We were working and volunteering for that, and she said, oh man, I should have dressed up like it. But I mean, I see a lot of people out here that's got some pretty neat costumes on.
And this is the first year, so would you tell people to try to come next year too?
Absolutely. The more people, the better. It's always good for the local community and whatnot, and it's good to just have a good time with friends.
And if people want more information next year, where can they go?
Well, they can come to our website, visit livingstonparish.com. They can also go to the livingstonparishnews.com. They have a section on it. And of course, they can call our office or that office. We're going to keep it live all year round, and we're going to make this thing bigger and better next year.